What's up, everybody? I'm Jamie. This is the BladesAndEDC channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, consider subscribing. If you enjoy the video, hit that like button. It really helps the channel to grow. Today I got a knife in from my friend Heidi, and she wants to get some anodizing done. We're going to be doing the pocket clip, the back spacer, and the hardware if it's titanium. On most of the Twosuns that I've disassembled, the hardware was actually steel, the pivot and everything. But we'll see. If they're titanium, we'll anodize them also. We'll check them with a magnet. And I like this knife, first off. Although I have a hard time reverse flicking it because I keep putting my finger on the lock bar. It's more of an adjustment thing. You just gotta get the feel for where to get it. Also, man, it's got internal stop pins, obviously. And if they would have just taken this up a hair more, put a little jimping, you had a front flipper right there. Honestly, you might be able to jimp it or front flip it like it is if it had a little jimping. Missed opportunity in my opinion, because there's nothing to stop them from extending that up. Could have been an amazing front flipper. Yeah, let's take it apart and see what we're working with here. Alright, going to be using the good screw as usual. Always like to get a good screw. And should be T8 everything here, but we will verify that. Yes, T8, T8, T8. We like T8. Now the still lock bar insert's going to be T6, but since we're not doing the scales, we don't need to take that off. We can leave that on there. Yeah, see, we already got, yeah, steel screws. Oops, sorry. My magnet spot on my camera stand. The camera stand's metal, so I'll stick the magnet to it. Alright. So, I'm guessing the pivot's screwed in from the underside of the scale, or the clip is screwed in from the underside of the scale. Let's see if the pivot is still also, it probably is. In my experience with Twosuns, they are. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Yep, definitely still. So, won't be anoing the hardware, just the clip and the back spacer. Alright, and there's the screw for the clip. Back spacer should lift right off here. Yes, yes. We'll go ahead and clean this up while we're in here and lube it up. I like to always, with these internal stop pin knives, put a little lube in the track right here. Seems like it always makes them a little smoother, in my opinion. Could be psychosomatic, who knows. Alright, what size is this clip screw here? T8 also. I have to break out the big gun here. That is in there tight. Very tight. And I can feel the pocket clip wanting to move on me, so try to hold the pocket clip with my thumb here. There we go. Get more leverage with this little stubby Wiha driver. I like the free spinning of this type of a driver. You don't have to get this one. These are expensive. You can get all different kinds of brands that cost a lot less money. But when something's being stubborn, you get much better torque with this little stubby, and it's much easier to get a tight screw out. So I'm going to go clean these up, and I will bring them back and we will put this knife back together. And I'm not going to wipe this all down on camera. I'm going to keep this video short for you guys, so I'll clean it up and anodize these and bring you back when I'm putting it back together, and we'll put it back together and see how she looks. And I'll surprise you with the color Heidi chose. See you guys shortly. What color do you think it's going to be? All right, everybody, it's been a few seconds for you, 10-15 minutes for me. I am back. While you were gone, I did clean all the parts and the bearings and the washers and everything up. So we're going to start to reassemble this knife, and then you'll see the color reveal momentarily of the backspacer and the pocket clip, which I think are going to look really, really good against these scales. It's going to look really good, actually. We do have a D-shaped pivot, so we need to try to keep our D facing the butt of the knife, as you can see there on the lock bar side. Keep it close, make our lives a little easier. And we're going to grab ourselves a doodad here. We don't want to use that doodad. That doodad had rubbing alcohol on it to clean the detent hole out. That would not mix well with, and we are going to use KPL. I know everybody doesn't use the same lube I use, so I know most everybody's. I can say KPL's lubricant works extremely well. So for other people, I normally use the KPL, but for myself, I use the Pro Shot Zero Friction. And instead of using regular in the internal stop pin track, having a brain fart. I'm going to actually use KPL Heavy in there, kind of like on the detent too. So I'm not putting much in there. Keep that in mind. I'll show you what I do here, just in case anything isn't, wherever it's rubbing, because those stop pins are steel. They are not titanium, so they could rust over time. I doubt they've grown to, but I'm just gonna put a coat on it. You know what I mean? We're not putting anything in there where you can even, see it. It's just gonna make it a little shiny. That's all. And we can go ahead and do a little bit around the stop. That's not on camera, is it? Just slide this up here a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll go put some KPL Heavy around the stop pin here. All my KPL Heavy's gone. Tell by looking at the doodad. Touch that because there's extra on here and I don't want all that here. So I'm just going to get a little bit there. I'll come spread it out in a minute. Go ahead and take the rest of it over here. Put it in the detent hole. Run a little bit down the detent track. Just like that. Should be good to go there. And let's go ahead and spread around our stop pin here. Alright, we should be done with that. Put this one over here so don't mix them up. That one is the heavy in the back, so we'll put the heavy with it. Alright, let's bring our scale over here. There we go. And I guess we have to do the backspacer now. Here's the thing, I don't want to touch the backspacer with the oil, so I'm going to throw on a white glove. That does not quite fit my hand, but it will work. The color reveal. We went with like a teal color. That's what Heidi wanted. I think she's going to be happy with that. There we go. Alright, what do we need now? You know what I did not do? I did not put a bearing on there. What in the world is going on with you today, Jamie? I just looked down and saw two bearings, like, hey, you're forgetting something. It's not going to work very well. We went the regular KPL for that. Put a little bit on there. There we go. Now we can put that blade on there. It'll work much better that way, I promise. Alright, let's go and put a little more KPL regular on here. It's hard to pick up these. I got the white gloves on. I'm going to have to grab another white glove because I got oil all over it before I touch anything that I anodized. That's alright. I'll use this one as a wipe now. It's pretty worn out anyway. Got holes all through it. Alright, now this knife did not have any Loctite on it at all. I don't know if Heidi wants some blue Loctite, but the pivot was very loose. I think she likes to adjust her pivot pretty frequently, so I'm not going to put any on it. I think That's what she'd probably prefer. And I'm sure she could take the screw out and put it on herself if she decides she does want some. So, alright, let's get this all lined up here. Oh, we gotta do the pocket clip. That's right. Upside down pocket clip. So let me go and grab one of those gloves. A new one with no oil on it. And let's put this pocket clip on here. Same color, by the way. I guess you guys probably figured that out by now. I do not want to touch it with this glove though. I will wipe it down real good once I'm done anyway, but try not to touch it and get any unnecessary lubricant on the anodized titanium. If you do get something on there, you can use rubbing alcohol to clean it off, or you can also use Windex, but if you use Windex, you want to make sure you keep it off of steel parts, because it will cause corrosion on your blade, or like this hardware that's not titanium. I like Windex, but what I normally do is I take it and squirt some on a paper towel, and then just, you know, wipe down the titanium with it, and that way I don't get anything on anything else. But if you're worried about that, just use rubbing alcohol. It works great too. Alright, we get that D-shaped pivot lined up here. Did it move on us? Let's see here. There we go. Alright, I think we're back in business. Get this pivot screw started here. Alright. Pretty simple knife to disassemble, honestly. 2 screw, 3 if you count the one hidden behind the pocket clip. Pretty simple to work on. I'm going to go ahead and tighten this one down pretty good. I'm confident. And we'll check the centering and blade play and adjust the pivot accordingly. Ooh, we're almost dead centered already. I barely tightened it. Let's see what happens. Alright. We're dead center. I hate doing a knife with these gloves on. It's such a pain in the butt, but I don't want to touch the pocket clip with this or the back spacer, so we have no blade play. Alright, let's take that off. Remember, we got freshly cleaned, fresh lubricant in there, so we want to work it a little bit. Get that lubricant moving in there. Coating everything up real good. Oh yeah, we're good. Dead nut centered. 0 blade play. Okay, Heidi. There's your Twosun TS177 with a splash of color. I hope you like it. And it, along with your Theta, will be heading to you very soon. So I'll send you some pictures. You'll get the pictures before you see this video, and can't wait to see your response. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. If you have any questions about anodizing, how to do it, comment below, and I can point you in the direction of. It's a very simple process to do. It takes very little investment initially to get what you need, to do it right, and you can have quick results like that. It took me 15 minutes to get that color on this knife, so pretty cool. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.